A sharp warning from Moscow, ladies and gentlemen, a message aimed straight at the Gulf. Why are American military bases sitting on Arab soil? And can the US really be trusted? Well, these are the questions that are now being raised by Russia as a geopolitical battle over the Middle East grows even more tense. Welcome to TimesXP's war coverage. It's me, Thriti Yatri. And a powerful voice from Russia has openly criticized several Gulf nations for hosting the American military bases. Dmitry Medvedev, a close ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin, he publicly questioned that why countries in the Gulf continue to allow the US to station troops and military infrastructure on their territory. In a strongly worded message on social media, Medvedev, he kind of argued that these bases do not bring security to the region. Instead, he claimed that they increase tension and make the entire Middle East a front line in the global power competition. Now, to understand this debate, look at the map of the Gulf region. The US maintains a wide network of military facilities across countries like Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. Now, these bases, they hold thousands of American soldiers, fighter jets, naval fleet, advanced radar system. In fact, one of the most important installation is Al Udeid Air Base, which serves a major headquarters of the US military operation across the Middle East. Well, another key location is Naval Support Activity Bahrain. That is home to the US Navy's 5th Fleet, which patrols critical water like the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz. But you know what? Moscow sees this whole network very differently. Russian leader argued that such bases allow Washington to project military power across region and it influences the local conflict. According to him, this particular presence could actually drag the Gulf nations into war that are not their own. In fact, his remarks, it comes at a time when tensions involving Iran, the US and Israel, they are already pushing the whole region towards a dangerous escalation. In the meantime, Russian diplomat Sergei Lavrov, he has also stepped into this conversation. He recently suggested that countries facing what he described as an aggressive pressure from the US and Israel should consider Moscow as a strategic partner. You know what? This particular statement reflects Russia's broader strategy of building alliances with nations that feel threatened by the Western military influence. And yes, there is another layer to this story. A recent media report in the United States claims that Russia may be quietly sharing intelligence with Iran about the movement of American military assets in that particular region. That's right. According to these reports, the information could include the locations of the US warship, US aircraft, US military deployment across the Middle Eastern waters. And you know what? If that is true, then this would represent a serious escalation in a shadow rivalry between Moscow and Washington. In the end, here's a bigger picture that is absolutely clear. The Middle East is no longer just a regional conflict zone. It is now becoming a stage where major superpowers are competing for influence. American bases, Russian warning, in fact, Iranian alliances and Israeli security concern all are part of the same complex puzzle. And the question now that is echoing across the Gulf is a powerful one. Are these bases a shield that protects the region, or a magnet that attracts even greater conflict?